Hey, how the hell is it going? It is Rich. Welcome back to the studio. Give me a second to get everything going. I just got some sketches out here. I got my big comic book page out here that I'm going to be working on tonight. And we're going to talk a little bit about the comic process, well, the manga process, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing, but admittedly, there's something different about it, right? But give me 1 second to make sure all my shit is up and good. And then we will, I want to talk about format and what I'm planning on doing with Burst Code, my comic. And there we go. Just type something in the chat real quick. Cool. Alright, if you're new here, go and click that like button. Show YouTube that this is a, somewhat good stream and help promote this small channel. Let me try to get better lighting going on here. What about that? This is weird. Try to lighten up this area a little bit. All right, so I've been sketching just a little bit, and just warming up my pencil a little bit. Get your coffee if you're going to be sketching with me. Got my coffee here. I'll be working on my manga / comic Burst Code, and I've got plenty of story and stuff going on, but I'm going to talk a little bit about poll that I posted on my community page about where you guys would want to read my comic. First 10 pages are on Amazon, and you can buy those digitally for like $1 and read it there. But I'm trying to figure out where, if I should do it digitally. And I've been struggling with the format and how I'm going to distribute this thing for a while. And so on my poll, I had a few options. I had Webtoons, Instagram, Blogger, and then I just had another one labeled Other. And Webtoons won the poll by it got 56%. But after doing the poll, all I could think about was reasons not to do Webtoons. Lately, I've been seeing a decent amount of creator discourse on Webtoons. A lot of people saying originals doesn't pay. Well, it doesn't pay well, doesn't pay nearly enough. Like after, all the hours put in and then expenses involved, it comes out to like $7 an hour, and that's nowhere near livable. And especially for a dude like me with kids and a decent amount of overhead, I'm not doing that for $7. So, yeah. Just had some sketching going on here. Lots of sketching. This is some of the new stuff, a burst code that I've been working on. So, like I said, you can read the first 10 pages on Amazon, links in the description below. And it's in American comic book format. And after that, I was like, well, after this, maybe I should do it on Webtoons. So I started chopping up the first few pages and formatted it for Webtoons so you can read it there too. I don't think that description's in, or I don't think that link is in the description, but you can find that on my community page, or on my About page for this channel. But this is like the layout that I did for the next couple of pages for Webtoons. And I really want to do it traditionally, so I figured out the ratio. And then I figured, well, how big would the page have to be? You know, so I figured out how big each panel would be, and I would scan it in, and then do whatever digital stuff I wanted to do, screen tones or colors. Then you just got to kind of picture this in a, what is it, vertical format, scrolling down. So, yeah, I figured all that out. Started doing some finalized panels and stuff, and then just realized like I don't want to do Webtoons. I never wanted to do a digital comic book. So I kind of sat on that for a little while, and I was like, what I really wanted to do was a manga. So I was looking into manga, and I started doing, you know, started plotting and laying out the next 10 pages. And then I started doing finals for it and realized I was working at like the wrong size for manga, which is like a B4 paper. And I thought it was A4, but it's B4. So I got, you know, this page is mostly done. So basically got 2 pages done and then stopped because I realized wrong size. And of course got busy and everything. So I've got, this is just like a huge process thing that you should all hopefully have figured out before you start getting to this point. So I did it for Webtoons, I did it for manga, wrong size manga, and now I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna try to stay true to myself and the material that I have. So this is original, you know, comic book page. It's like 11 by 17 comic art board. I'm just going to do the next 10 pages this way. So yeah, it's not going to be on Webtoons. I just can't justify that. It's not the format that I want. And on top of that, Webtoons is mostly romance. The big popular titles are romance and like drama and not action. Action's not really up there. You have a few, like Solo Leveling, I think, was originally a webtoon, and now you can find that at like Walmart and stuff, but it's not really my audience. It's not my audience. Webtoons, just their strength and my strength, it doesn't line up, and the format definitely doesn't line up, so I'm going to stick to what I was doing. And business model is going to be a little different. Well, I guess not a little different. I'm going back to my original model. So I'll show you what I'm doing, what I'm working on today. Working on page 11. I've done so many roughs of it, and I did a final version of it as a manga page. So that's what I'm going to be kind of redoing translating again. There's no way for me to like decently blow it up to this size. It's going to change a little bit too. So and if you're new here, go hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Oh, Cinesful, how's it going? Happy New Year. And let me just get more coffee. And figure out what the hell I'm going to do here. So I was just talking about webtoons and different platforms and how I want to do this next chapter of Burst Code. Really just the next 10 pages. And I was talking about how I've done a webtoon format. Like this, I've done the webtoon layout. I figured out the sizes and everything. I've got like a few finished panels. But yeah, and the story even changed a little bit. The story has to change because of the medium. You know, what works for flow and pacing story-wise on webtoons is different, you know, if it's laid out like a comic or a manga, you know. The same way it would change if it was a movie. So, studying manga while writing your story. Awesome. Awesome. What manga are you studying? What manga you got in front of you? One that I usually have in front of me is Levius. This one's awesome. Mostly just for the art style. I really like the art style. Story's kind of hard to follow. But I like the pacing and the character designs, and the style is more suitable to my tastes and tendencies. Ooh, studying how to draw manga volume 2 and create my manga. Gotcha. Studying it from a book. Good. Alright, so what I do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels on this page, and I already got that blocked out. It's going to be like this. I got a translator over there. So, also, if you guys like this content, I just created a Ko-fi account, and that link is in the description as well. If you guys want to tip or anything, don't feel obligated to. I'm not pushing anybody. But if you do feel obligated to and you really like the content, you can go over there and tip like $1 or something. You know, I like to think of it as a tip jar. And I thought it was kind of cool. Because I created a Patreon a long time ago. But I really don't like that membership subscription thing. You know, you got to keep track of these different levels and tiers, and what you got to create shit for each one. That's a lot of work. I don't got time for all that. It's kind of dark in here, which is strange, but give me 1 sec. I got another light. Let me just plug it in real quick. Does that help at all? Does that light help at all? I'm just creating too many shadows now. I don't know. Where's my straightener? Here we go. So I can just faintly see the panel lines underneath. So that's what I'm going to go off of. And I don't need it to be super precise right now, because this is the page I'm going to do my layout on, my rough drawing, and then I'll translate it, then I'll lightbox it. So I'll do my my sketch and my layout on here, and then I'll put it underneath and then trace it. Should I wonder? All these panels are slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Basically got to redraw everything. Hey, Damie King. Yeah. It's not even a storyboard. This is like a finished drawing, and I realize I'm doing it like the wrong size. So I'm actually going to go from this 9x12 to like official comic page, 11x17. Decided like last minute to change the format. So the first 10 pages of my comic are 11x17, like full on comic board size, and then I was just going over this, like I changed it. I was like, well, I'll do a webtoon, so I was gonna make the next chapter like webtoon size, but I wanted to keep it traditional, so I figured out the size I would have to draw it, on a normal printer paper for it to be the right size, and scan them in and do all my stuff on there. So I've changed this format a few times, and it sucks changing it every time. And this is going to be my last time changing it. I'm going to do the next 10 pages. Yeah, on the pro page, exactly. This is very pro page, by the way. But yeah, so I'm going to do the next 10 pages this size, and yeah. They'll go up on Amazon, and it'll be like issue 1 on there, since the last issue was issue 0, so this one will be issue 1. And I think that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep doing 10 pages, make them available digitally on Amazon for $1, and once I reach like 50 pages or something, I'll put them all together and make a physical book and crowdfund that physical book, 50 page Indiegogo. I feel like that way, people know, hey, he actually has this done. It'll be a more solid bet for crowdfunding. And I can be like, listen, it's all done, and you can read it digitally, or you can have, this physical version to read or collect, I don't know why I feel stuck right now. Everything's done right here, and I feel stuck. I just feel a little depressed or something. Let me get my light box out. Light box. So I did a poll on my page asking people where they would like to read my book or read my future stuff. And like 50% said King. I'll look into crowdfunding options. Awesome. Like I got too many lights going on now. Alright. So this is the original panel that I drew. Oh, that looks better. Original panel that I drew, and then the new panel lines go like out 2 more inches. So, oh, that's weird. Why is he kicking back on and off? Boy. Yeah, I would really like to have this crowdfund comic, or manga, you know, whatever people want to call it. Because it's manga, I have a more manga sense, more manga style. Somewhere more in between, like Joe Mad kind of thing. Just going to kind of copy this room so I can get the perspective lines that I had before and figure out what the hell was going on here. Out on this one. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of crowdfunding, but I also don't. Alright, I would probably have an easier time if I just started over, but because now I'm like puzzling this whole thing back together. Gotta figure all this shit out. Exactly. crowdfunding or playing the publisher game. And Amazon will do everything for me. If I upload them the right, file type for the comic, they'll create a physical version and print it and publish it. Which, I don't know exactly how much they're going to screw me out of stuff, but I would much prefer that over having to figure out, printer and everything involved with that. Like, I don't even know everything involved with that, and I've done a decent amount of research. Like, it's more than just figuring out the paper. Sheesh. This panel was like the hardest thing for me because I suck at perspective. Why is everything in this room fucking dark? This is just insane right now. Is that better? Yeah, Damien King, check out Amazon. They'll literally do everything. It's called Amazon KDP, which is Kindle and Direct Publishing. And yeah, there's lots of tutorials. Most of the people who use it are, writers, so it's a little less for them to do. Just because, they upload the Word document and a cover, and more to it, I'm sure, than that, but far fewer images. It's simpler for them to figure it out. Dude, this panel sucks. I hated drawing this. Why am I redoing this? No problem. That's what I'm here for. I'm just trying to share my process, my journey, and hopefully make shit easier for everyone else. Things have not been easy. Ooh, I like that. That's a good light. What is that? What if I do that? If you guys like this video so far, go and hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and consider putting $1 in the tip jar, I guess. I'm just gonna jump ahead. I fucking hate this panel. Fuck perspective. Yeah, I don't want to do webtoons. After doing a little bit of research, um, saw a lot of creators um, talking about how much they dislike creating on webtoons. So I was like, it really doesn't seem to fit me anyway. Sorry, this is kind of where like all the heavy thinking happens. So I tend to get pretty quiet at this point and think about composition, you know, emotions. A lot of the thought was done over here, but I'm like rethinking everything, like why I did certain things, and making characters a lot bigger. Not just because the panels are bigger now, but they're taking up more space in the panels too. Thinking about clarity, some of my style has changed a little bit even from this point. It's crazy. But yeah. I would really like to do a comic that's just like super clean and tight pencils. I know I probably show this guy off a lot, but Haruhisa Nakata, like this is, I'm pretty sure this is all pencils. He's just changed the levels. You can just tell some lines are lighter than others, still even after he's adjusted the levels, and it's beautiful line work. And he has a YouTube channel. He doesn't upload anything now. It's been a couple years, but he used to do a bunch of lives, and you can see his process. It was just super clean pencils, unlike any other, you know, mangaka that you might see on like Manben or anything. His process was different. He was lightboxing everything, and it was very clean lightbox pencil work. Not a pen to be seen. I don't know why he did it that way, but like if there was a particular reason, but it looks great. Hey, Damie King, Osinistful, how's the stream looking for you guys? Just want to make sure, like, is it too blown out? What's going on? I'm not sure what's going on with my lighting today, but it seems darker than usual. I don't like this face for some reason. Just, and if you're new here and don't know what I do, this is basically what I do. Comics, manga, process of making all those things. So you're going to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, yada yada. Links to my stuff down below. This comic verse code is on Amazon. You can buy it digitally there for $1. It's 10 pages at a time. And if you really enjoy the content, consider putting $1 in the tip jar. Ko-fi link is down below. I think this is all I'm going to do on this page. I'm going to move on to the next page. Just because perspective sucks. And having the camera on me adds a bunch of pressure. I hate it. I don't know why everything looks so dark right now. So this is the next page. I'm going to try to do like 2 pages a week. So every 5 weeks, hopefully I will finish a comic. Well, you know what, that's just, I'm thinking pencils and inks. 2 a week, but then I got to do my screen tones too. I'll page you guys again. If you guys have any questions about making comics or manga, go and let me know. Hey, K-pop, how's it going? Lurking and sewing. Awesome. Oh, you know what? I don't know if we set up like a good time to like stream together. Stressed, yeah. I am also stressed. So, um, work has been real busy lately, but now it's going to the slow season. So, I will get to you with some interview times. I don't remember. Were we message? I think we're messaging on Instagram. I'll have to check those. Um, but yeah, I own a bakery, so with my wife. Obviously, December's crazy because you got Christmas, Hanukkah, all the good holidays are there. January, nothing. So these streams are going to become way more frequently, and hopefully I'll be able to get a bunch of progress done and get on a stream with you. So looking for January now, but kind of on mini break till next week. Awesome. Breaks are important, man. Breaks are really important. Burnout's real. Mental health is super important. Yeah, burnout, depression. If you're super stressed, it inhibits all the creative work, I think. I don't know how professional comic book artists do this with the added pressure of this is your income. No idea how they do it. Burnt out on life. Same here, man. So I know like 4 people who died of cancer last year. And One of my latest streams was a fuck cancer live stream, and I was working on a portrait for one of my best friends, and that was just one of the portraits. I did two. I did two. I was going to do three, but did not get around to it. I think this panel can actually be... This panel can be smaller. Colon cancer, found out last year she had MS. Damn. 6 people at work? So you lost 6 people at work. Are we talking cancer or like 6 people left? Like quit? I'll actually probably lightbox that panel. Those from COVID related things. Oh, they were all over 80. That's crazy. Jeez. What do you do? What kind of work are you in? You work at like a retirement home or something? Box one of these panels. Real estate. I can't believe people are working in real estate for 50 years. That's nuts. Ooh. Dude, sorry to hear that. That's crazy. Longer than 50 years, man. So is sewing your kind of like stress relief, your coping mechanism? Like drawing's always been my coping mechanism. Like, I've got no drawing talent. I just drew as a coping mechanism all my life, and now I'm here. I just had a shitty childhood, and this was my way of dealing with it. Manga name, it's called Burst Code. Just write it on here. Burst Code, you can find it on Amazon. I think there's a link below to it on Amazon. First 10 pages are $1 digital, easy peasy. I'm working on the next 10 pages now, and I'm going to upload them 10 pages at a time, only digital, and then once I've got, you know, five or six chapters, I'm probably going to do a crowdfund, and then people can buy the physical version. But that way, I feel like that's a good way to do it. You know, people will know, hey, this thing's already done. He's already done all the work. It's up there. You can read it digitally, and then, you know, come buy a physical one if you really liked it enough to have a collectible, you know, physical version or whatever. I've got a few free pages, sorry, on Webtoons. I don't think the link's down below, but you can find that through my YouTube. Turn this off. That's just super bright. I don't know why my studio feels so dark. It's really weird, but oh. Happy New Year, Harsh. Oh, Roman, Happy New Year. What's up, guys? Okay, art in general, I'm working on a piece. We sold at C3, Comics Curing Cancer. Oh, shit. I haven't heard of C3. What is that? I'm gonna have to Google that later. Comics Curing Cancer. Let me zoom this thing back out. My head totally bumped my phone. Comics Curing Cancer. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Yeah, definitely link me on IG. Like I said, 4 people this year, man. Well, 4 people last year, 2023 now. Oh, man. Harsh is inking. Awesome. event on YouTube from the comic community weekend long fundraiser. Awesome. Dude, I have a hard time being on like staying up to date on all the different social media shit that's out there, especially when things are busy in the bakery. But if you tag me in or link me to it, definitely gonna check it out. And if it's for cancer, I'll do something too. Shit. It's a good cause. We need a darker pencil. So Harsh, what do you ink with? You brush, pen, dip pen. What do you do? Or are you all the above? Because I wish I could do a dip pen, but I have terrible luck with nibs. All these G nibs I got, man, just shit. It's in October, but they fundraise all year. Hit over 50K this year. That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm going to be looking into that later. You know what's weird? Check this out. These pages are 9 by 12. They're pretty small compared to the 11 by 17, but for some reason I lost a lot of energy and shit, like going from this rough to the final page. I lost a lot of energy. I don't know what happened to me on these pages. So I'm kind of glad that I'm redoing them on this. Few line art streams and auctioned off our pieces live. Awesome. Man, good for you guys. That is fantastic. So C3 auctions off the art, money gets raised. Where does that money go then? So obviously, you know, comic book people aren't going to start researching cancer. Imagine they're going somewhere. Pay via link from the American Cancer Society. Okay, it goes directly to them. They have their items for sale over the weekend as well. Okay. Dude, that's cool. I wish I was involved with stuff like that. Um, owning like a small business, I get involved in like some local fundraisers. Um, usually for like schools and PTAs, random stuff like that. Occasionally a cancer marathon run or something. Um, what was the cool one we did? The cool one that we actually organized and ran was for 9/11. Went towards what's this foundation? Tunnel to Towers Foundation, which benefits first responders and veterans. And that was really awesome. A lot of employees match donations. Awesome. What's up, Chris? How you doing? So tonight I'm working on my comic slash manga. Oh, wait, this guy's different here. And I talked about a bunch about like format and where I was going to put it up and hosting. For anyone else just getting in, talked about webtoons and shit like that. And I'm not going to do webtoons. I know it won in the poll, but it's not my audience, to be honest. Just doing some real serious thought here, because I am done starting and stopping and restarting with this thing. I'm not gonna do it on webtoons. It's not the format that I'm trying to do, and it's really not even the same audience I'm trying to appeal to. And when you look at webtoons and what's popular on webtoons, it's romance and drama, and I'm trying to do like an action, sci-fi, fantasy combo. And I know they have all that on webtoons, but it's not what's popular. It doesn't do as well as the romance and drama. And I feel like that's the majority of it. Also, I would eventually like to make some money on this, or sell it, do something. And I've heard a lot from unhappy webtoons creators recently, doing a bunch of research on it. So webtoons does have a huge platform and a very big audience. But then it's like, okay, how many are actually there to read something like this? And then how likely am I to make some money on it? I found out how much originals creators get paid, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It really made me dislike the platform. Feel bad for those guys. They get paid like so it's 800 every, I'm not sure if it's every week or every chapter. Like every week there should be a chapter. But then it's there's like 3 or 4 months where they plan out the whole story. And they have to have so many months like in the can ready, like 3 or 4 months, like pre-prepared before they start like an official launch thing. And they aren't getting paid during that time. And then a lot of them have assistants, and then they're paying for resources and stuff. Like after everything, and the 800s before like taxes come out, like after everything, somebody did the math, and it was like $7 an hour the webtoons creators get paid, and that's not including the initial months that's unpaid. I would rather just stick with Amazon and what I got going now. Like, yeah, Amazon's going to take their cut, but I don't have to worry about anything. And Webtoons does not have as big a platform as Kindle, you know? Hey, what's up, Sideburns? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the studio. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but right? It was necessary, you know? Christmas. I'm not coming on here during Christmas break with the kids, you know? And if you're new in here, can you please click the thumbs up button and subscribe? Click all the diddly doos, all that shit. Much appreciated. Also, a new change, if you guys look down in the description of this video, I created a Ko-fi account. And that's basically just like a digital tip jar. If you guys appreciate, you know, the content, enjoying it, you can leave a buck in the tip jar. Not mandatory, not necessary. Just figured I'd create one. Because you never know. Like, you never know until you ask. Not necessary, but it'll be cool. Just saying. Also, I am a little sick, so if I sound nasally, that's why. I really want more coffee, but I'm on the East Coast. It's 11:39 already, so I should stop that. I feel like I can light box this one too. I'll light box that. How's that look? Maybe not. Antoine, thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm working on next chapter of my comic or manga, whatever you want to call it, verse code. So I've done like a few different versions. If you watch this like after the live stream, you're gonna see like everything. But I tried formatting it for like webtoons. So I did it like this, and I formatted the story in like big long strips. I really fucking did a lot. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it in a manga format. So I started redoing it in like a manga format, and I'm like, this isn't even the right size. I'm redoing it again. This is just gonna be in a comic book format like I did my first 10 pages. I'm gonna keep it consistent. I forgot. That's why I looked up. Alright. What is wrong with this light? So these first few pages, we're getting an introduction to some new characters, and he's getting, he's kind of recuperating in like this medical tent, and this witch kind of healed up his legs and stuff. And then he's kind of crying over here in the corner about what happened in the last 10 pages. No spoilers. So. Wow, that was a good crack. So yeah, it's all kind of set up for what's to come. If you're new here, go and click that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. This is what I do on my channel, basically just comics, manga, and the process of making that stuff. And if you really enjoy the content here, go and follow the link below to the Ko-fi thing, and I got a tip jar. You can tip me. Not a big deal. No pressure, but just trying it out. It's brand new, so like, well, you'll never know. Never know until you ask. Could be a big no. Could be a big yes. You'll never know. Never know until you try. Or check out my comic on Amazon. Just saying. It's $1. Just trying out like different methods for creating a comic. Obviously, I tried like different mediums, different formats here, but also like I think we all have at least one bad experience with crowdfunding. And crowdfunds is like you can participate. You know, you can give them like $20, 25 for a comic. You know, it's gonna be maybe, I don't know, $25 for a comic is real steep, and oftentimes you're waiting months and months for that one comic that costs $25. I just feel like it's a bad model. Obviously, it's worked so far for some people, but if it was a good model, it would probably work for everybody. I think we just got to figure out what that perfect method is, and I think this is it. I think this is much closer. You know, doing 10 pages at a time for me is manageable, and I think 10 pages is, you know, it's a good ask for $1. Like, it's a reasonable ask. You know, on me, a creator you don't know, 10 pages for just a digital, you know, 10 pages digitally for $1. I feel like that's equivalent exchange. And then it's a good test, you know. Maybe you don't want to buy the full physical comic after that. But maybe you do. Or maybe you decide you only want to read it digitally and you don't want to get a physical book, you know? So many different aspects to that. What do you guys think? Because this is something I've obviously been thinking about a lot. I'm not saying I'm right, but I don't think that the way it currently is the best it can be. Like, I don't want to call out this one creator, but it's been years, and he is still working on it. And every now and then he will send out some digital pages. And I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. But he also has like assistants. He's someone that does the backgrounds in 3D. I'm like, okay. He comes from the animation world, so he's broken down this comic book process like an animation project. Probably because he has hopes that it will be adapted as an animation, you know? and then you got, you know, some revenue that way too. But first should come the people that backed it, the support of the project. So I mean, it's been years. Oh, cool. We've been doing this for 2 hours. Um, Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. We got a decent start going on. Got these 2 pages. Back up here. Back it up. Oh my god. All the way out. There we go. So we got these 2 pages going on. They are started. This first panel's perspective. It's a huge layout, establishing shot, which I admittedly need a lot of help with. So I'm going to do that one off camera. Less pressure. But yeah, these are going to be easy to polish up from here and then go into inking. This is a good setup for the week, and hopefully I can get these 2 pages finished, penciled, and inked in a week. I'm going to push myself. We'll see how much I can do in a week. Hopefully I can get screen tones and letters done too, but we'll see. We'll see. So thanks for joining me in the studio today. Really appreciate it. I had a good turnout. And I hope you guys have a happy new year. I'm going to be checking out that C3 K-pop. The comics for curing cancer. Wait, what was it? Comics curing cancer. I got it right. And everyone else should check that out too. Also, look down below in the description. I started a Ko-fi account. If you guys enjoyed this, go and leave a tip. Every little bit helps. Struggling artist and father and all that shit. So you can leave tips there. Totally not necessary. But yeah, and check out Burst Code on Amazon. So I think that's it. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good night, and good luck with 2024. We'll see how well we do, right? It's an election year, so it's going to be rough.